Welcome back to the 20th episode of Big Sack Lunch.
Oh, man.
With Ryan, China, Mitchie, China, Ryan, and White Ryan. We're glad you could join us. I don't know if you guys want to say anything.
I have to say it's an absolute honor to be here for the 20th episode.
We have some really good topics today.
My scrotum's just tingling with excitement.
Yeah, China may end up pulling out that big old Chinese pecker of his. As you know, Asians are known for their obscenely long genitals. So
let's not talk about that right now.
Oh, sorry.
Way to kick it off.
Yeah, let's get this shit started right. Let's get right up in that bitch's guts, dude. Let's get right up in there.
How you gonna do that?
You want to talk about Macaulay Caulkin?
Mitchell wants to talk about Macaulay Caulkin, the actor from Home Alone.
Shit.
And he spelled it M-C-C-O-L-L-Y, Mick Colley, C-O-C-O-N, Caulkin. So let's go ahead. What do you want to talk about Macaulay Caulkin?
Dude, this is how I know my girlfriend's the coolest. Because she and I were sitting there watching TV.
I knew it was going to involve watching something.
Both looking at our laptops, just chilling. And she's just like, holy shit, Macaulay Culkin's got a band, and he's coming to San Francisco, and it's called the Pizza Underground. And all his songs are covers of the Velvet Underground, but
Pizza.
they're all about pizza.
Oh, really? He just changes like words here and there.
Spit out my gum this time.
Yeah. Fucking sweet. So I'm going to see that. It's going to be a real shit show.
Yeah, it's going to be a train wreck, dude. I mean...
It's only $10, though.
Well, yeah, and in this case, you're once again going to get what you pay for, which is a lesson I would have thought you would have learned by now.
If I had a DVD copy of Home Alone, I would totally give that to you to get him to sign it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Well, here's the thing, you guys. He's a child actor from 20 years ago. He's just a normal dude.
Here's also the thing. I don't give a shit. I like the movie, and I want him to sign it.
he's got Michael Jackson's sperm in it.
But Michael Jackson is
that's
just,
like watching...
Michael Jackson's just a good dancing pedophile. That's all he is. He's just a guy who could dance. He didn't write those songs. He's just...
I grew up on Macaulay Culkin.
So did I. Well, I grew up on Michael Jackson.
Like when you watch
but then again,
movie,
so did Macaulay Caulkin.
You see yourself in the protagonist, and I saw myself in Macaulay Culkin. Until recently.
I mean, go for it.
Wait,
but that's $10 in 2 hours of your life. You can't.
Let's review what he said.
Okay.
He saw himself in Macaulay Caulkin.
You want to fuck Macaulay Caulkin?
I didn't say. I'm just repeating.
Lysenski?
Dude, when I was watching Home Alone, I wasn't thinking.
I think every kid was like, "Hey, man, I want to be that kid," or like, "That's fucking cool."
Yeah, no, he's got Matchbox toys. He's smarter than grown-ups, just like I always thought I was.
He's just a character on TV.
Awesome. On a movie.
You gotta listen to his music, though. It's fucking crazy. Literally, it's insane.
Last week, Black Marcus, made me listen to R. Kelly, Trapped in a Closet. I listened to it for like 30 seconds. I'm like, okay, I get the point.
Trapped in a Closet.
Yeah, it's R. Kelly made up 12 songs just like talking about things he was doing that day, like went to the grocery store, bought some Ice Cube, like just and 12 different songs about it. And Mark wanted me to listen, and I'm like, fuck no, dude.
Is that what goes on in his headphones while he's programming?
I don't know.
I doubt it. Wow. I don't know.
Mark's a programmer.
He's a programmer here at our tech company, our Facebook game.
Cool dude. Coolest dude since Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. Yeah, he's cooler.
Real cool guy. Speaking of Dennis Rodman, why the fuck did they send Dennis Rodman to go talk to North Koreans?
Oh, nobody sent him over. He went on his own.
Well, the first time they requested him.
Yeah, North Korea did because they like the Bulls. North Korea likes the Bulls. Kim Jong-un likes the Bulls, and Rodman was on those Bulls. And Jordan ain't going anywhere because Jordan's a sociopath. Jordan's literally insane.
So I haven't heard from him.
He's the best player ever, but he's crazy. Like, you should read about the stuff he does. He's the one who got Tiger Woods getting those whores. Jordan bets like $50,000 a hand when he plays blackjack. It's just another level.
What? That makes him insane.
That's like him on royalties alone.
No, he's insane because he buys more whores. He spends he got his dad killed because he didn't want to pay a gambling debt. They killed his dad. He had to retire from the NBA for a year and a half because of that. This is in 1993. This guy, he has the money to pay the debt. He's just like, I'm Michael Jordan. I don't want to do it. He's fucked more ass than anyone in the world. He's just crazy. He's so competitive.
I'm more astounded at the fact that he had his dad killed.
No, he didn't have him killed. He got him killed. Like his mistakes and cockiness got his dad killed. But that cockiness is why he's the best player ever. Like, to be that good at something, you have to have another area that's really
he's
unbalanced.
like one of the few athletes that are worldwide renowned, you know?
Yeah, and this is before the internet age.
Yep.
But he's a sociopath. I mean,
Crazy.
yeah, he just happened to be good at basketball. If not, he probably would have killed people. He's crazy. I mean, he's the best I've ever seen. But what is... I do want to... You wanted to go to the second topic, or can I pick a topic?
You can go whatever.
Okay, I want to talk about man-made vaginas. Basically, tranny beavers.
Tranny beavers. What?
Well,
Tranny beavers.
let me tell you what happened. I wanted to watch
okay.
Monday morning, MLK Day. I click, you're on, PornTube or whatever these sites are, and you click a thumbnail because all you see...
You don't know what they are.
You seem to
Pornhub.com.
You seem to click the wrong link a lot.
Hold on. This is the second time, and that other is a resizing issue. It's not the wrong link. Like, you see the thing, and
You see the thumbnail.
Yeah, you see, like, big-ass titties, and it says... Girl decides that she has to fuck her trainer. And I'm like, I got to see this. So I click it, and she's had so much surgery that I can't tell if she's a woman or a dude. Her hooters are big, and her lips are fake, and her butt is fake.
That's
and
not attractive.
No, it's not. It's not. I couldn't even whack off to it. But I watched it, and I'm like, that's the weirdest looking vagina I've ever seen. Because I've seen some nice vaginas in my life, and I've seen some bad ones. But this didn't look like a normal vagina. It looked like a man built-in vagina. And I'm like, is this a tranny? I want to show you, Mitchell, because I know you know trannies.
How far into you...
Well, I mean, you skip the first 30%. She's blowing, and you skip the next 10%, and then because you want to see titties and beaver. So at that point, I'm halfway. I've watched it 1 minute, and I'm like, that's a weird looking beaver. Like, it's weird looking beaver. There's a lot of space above where he has his cock. There's a lot of fleshy vagina above where he has his cock, and I don't think that's the way most vaginas look. I can't even find her clit. I don't know what the hell I'm looking for. Anyhow,
so I take it you don't have a fleshlight.
I don't have a fleshlight.
Is that?
When I was in Peru...
That's got to be the dirtiest thing ever, dude. Just to have that around. Jeez.
I want a nut in a fleshlight and then pour it on Charlie's face.
Wow.
That's sick. Yeah, that's what I hear.
Horrible thought.
There's like a lot of upkeep with those things.
You got to clean it out.
You got to take it to Jiffy Lube.
Whereas if you have sex with a girlfriend, she has to clean her own shit out. I don't have to worry about her. Once I'm done with that jizz, that is yours.
Wow.
What?
I think
what a turn in this conversation.
Dude, there's also ones that you got to microwave.
Beavers?
Yeah, no, fake beavers. They're not real beavers.
You microwave? What?
Yeah,
you get like radiation poisoning. I mean, you're
probably. It's worth it, bro.
Is it? Is it?
For a flashlight?
You got a radioactive dick, and it's worth it. I don't know.
So you can make little Spider-Man babies if you.
Well, it could. Maybe it's the
Spider.
other mutation, the Incredible Hulk down there.
Oh, your junk gets green.
Oh yeah. Turns out green swollen.
When I was in Peru 2 weeks ago, listen to this. When I was in Peru 2 weeks ago, we go to this museum and there's all these things. They're 2,000 years old. They've made these like cups and vases into sex positions. A girl sucking a dude off. This is 2,000 years ago. Hand jobs, like the girl doggy style, and the girl getting butt fucked.
Is this in Peru?
Yeah, they had pottery of anal, of vaginal, of
it's
doggy
like Kama
style.
Sutra,
yeah, but is ass blasting in there?
Yeah,
it's not a big part of my life.
Dude, I used to sneak into like all the
butt.
Books and go and find the Kama Sutra book and like.
Did you learn?
There and just,
did you educate yourself, or was it just whack off material?
No, it was just like spank them.
Do you do any of it? The Kama Sutra stuff?
I've tried some of that stuff.
What happened? What job you did?
Some of that stuff you probably have to be an athlete. I mean, I actually...
There's some sophisticated stuff.
What's some sophisticated move you did?
Dude.
Don't be a pussy.
I can't go that far.
What?
This is the internet we're talking about.
What is the most sophisticated part you've done, Ryan?
Vaginas.
What? Just vaginas?
I've never done.
What do you mean, just vaginas? There's a lot of different ways to get.
I've never done anything sophisticated. I've only done like 5-6 ways.
You fucking crouching tiger?
Were the girls with their butt towards you? Or she's on her shoulders on the ground? No, I don't like that. And
don't even...
like her legs are up like this, and she's on the ground.
What about the Uncle Ted?
What?
Yeah, I don't know what the Uncle Ted is.
No, actually, Uncle Ted is a hilarious word. It's like the Urban Dictionary word for a guy that peeks at you through the crack in the stall while you're taking a shit in a public place.
Oh.
You call that an Uncle Ted.
That is a perfect segue to my other subject I wanted to talk about, which is there's a guy at work, and he's from another country, so he doesn't speak that good at English. And he must have heard the saying, an apple a day, because he takes it so literally. He eats 10 apples, okay? Let's just call him Way X. So Way X eats like 10 fucking apples, and he goes in there, and he sits down on the toilet at 10 a.m. So I go in there at 10:10 to look, because I need to use it. Nope, someone's in there. Someone else goes in there at 10:20, comes out. Tree goes, hey, Ryan, that guy takes the longest shits ever. I go back in 20 minutes later. He's still shitting. And finally, when he's taking his 45-minute apple-infested crap, he gets up from the stall, and I go in there, and I sit down, and it is like the devil just took a shit. That seat is on fire, dude, because he was on it for 45 fucking minutes.
And
you're welcome. It's not a cold seat at that point.
You should frame that by saying that we only have one bathroom.
We have one stall here at Play Studios. One.
So if you want to take a shit, you either have to go into the other office, which is really awkward.
They make you feel bad.
Drop a deuce in the fucking urinal.
The office. I'm surprised you haven't done that yet. The office below us makes us feel bad for everything, right? Like Quiet Mike was trying to throw away trash in the office below us.
It's like this big woman, and she's got 33,000 SpongeBob toys and a bunch of bobbleheads. And she stares at you while you walk into the bathroom, and you feel bad because you're about she knows what you're about to unleash in there. And in our overpopulated office, I'm sure that happens a lot.
Yeah, I know it happens a lot,
especially with guys like
Wade takes these in. They're so incredible, like, dude. Other people need to take a crap, motherfucker. So anyhow, it's just he just poops so long. He poops so long every day. Dude, the toilet. We have one toilet and 30 dudes.
I don't know how some people don't go at all in a day.
45-minute shits are not healthy.
There's some people here maybe I've never seen take a dump. Because usually I can identify the shoes underneath the stall, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's Bobby. Oh yeah, that's Lee. Lee with his fancy Dockers.
I like to sing, so it's easy to tell me. Have I ever sung to you while I crapped?
Yeah. Well, it's also easy because you actually ask who's out there.
I hate
China? Is that you?
Is that true?
Yeah.
I need to know who's in there when I'm at my most vulnerable, bro. What if it's Osama bin Laden? I want to fucking know.
There's like an unwritten code where, like, if I'm dropping a deuce and somebody walks in and I don't know who it is, if it's somebody
they should announce themselves.
I'm not comfortable with who's in there, like,
they should leave.
I'll clench up, dude. I can't keep going. I'll get the clench and I can't keep going.
I don't know. If I need to do my business, it's coming out of me one way or the other.
Dude, have you ever, like, this is probably a dumb question, but sometimes I've gone for a run in the past and I'm halfway into like a 4-mile run and I know I need to crap. And I'm like, well, I got to finish this fucking run. And you get home and it's like if you had waited 1 second longer, it would have come out of your butt. Those poops that just
you start
like,
prairie dogging.
Oh. Yeah, which is different than bird dogging.
Doesn't running like activate that?
I believe it does.
Like, activates your digestion.
I said that a few days ago. I said I think running activates like diarrhea in the morning. Because I wake up at 5:45 and I have to take a huge shit. Then I go for a run. Usually, I'll come to work, wait for China, get my coffee, then need to go to the bathroom. And goddamn Apple Man's in there. So
Johnny Appleseed.
Yeah, Johnny. We should call him Appleseeds.
That's a good segue for.
Which one?
I don't know.
The second one?
Dropping deuces, dude. It relates to these fucking these Amazon reviews that are incredible. They're like, I see them all over my Facebook, and like everybody I talk to knows about this. But like, so this might be a little redundant, but you might already know about this internet. But,
all right.
There's these Haribo, fucking what are they called? Sorry, I got it.
Jesus Christ,
hold on.
You Haribo fuck.
Haribo gummy bear candy, sugarless gummy bears.
Yeah, I've had those
in a 5-pound bag. And
that's a little excessive.
The Amazon reviews are hilarious. It's like apparently these things give you like atomic diarrhea, and so every review is like there's like 45 pages of reviews, and they're all like 1-star reviews saying how like these give you the shits. And
Why do people keep buying them?
Well, they obviously don't read a review on Amazon before they buy it at the grocery store.
Haribo is a huge name, apparently in the candy business of the candy people.
Haribo?
Here, let me give you a little snippet of one. Samantha says she gives it a 1-star review. She says, I lost 26 pounds on this diet.
She's kidding.
These bears clean out my entire system entirely. That's horrible.
Okay.
Why would that be a 1-star? First of all, why would that be a 1-star review?
That fat bitch has a boyfriend finally. I'll tell you what, Chen, I just realized that's an internet joke. Like
no, just realized.
No, I swear it's got to be real.
He doesn't realize it. At least it took me 1 minute. He's been reading them all night.
It says, I'm a diabetic, but these gave me the shits. It says
so while you're doing your guild building, he's reading Amazon reviews about diarrhea. So,
all right.
who really wins? Who really wins and who loses?
It's true.
That's funny shit,
each their own, right?
To each their own. That's true. Are you doing game night, nerd night?
No, we have game night here at Play Studios, where a bunch of nerds get together and play.
But only
games.
the biggest nerds.
You'd think it'd be like fun games, but they're playing
not
like
even fun
Dungeons and Dragons shit.
Oh,
Well,
man, the game's
Assassins is
fun.
fun.
What are you talking about?
Assassins. You're talking about Mafia.
They're
Wars,
board.
right?
They're not all Dungeons and Dragons.
Well,
Are you going?
Yeah, I go all the time.
You got to remember, it's a way for guys to get out some competitive juice without actually having to do physical activity.
I don't want to come to Play Studios.
This is what it is.
About it.
No. I've played Assassins. I like it. I don't want to.
It's not Assassins. Is that what it's called?
Dude.
No, that's just Mafia. It's a version.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. No, people should do whatever they want, but it deserves to be made fun of. You can't say it doesn't.
I don't want to come here on my free time. If it was
He'd rather be at home reading Amazon reviews about diarrhea gummy bears or watching trash.
Hey,
collectors.
what do we just said? To each their own, right?
Yeah, of course.
There you go.
Of course. I don't know if I'm going to be here or not. I got no problem with it. I just want to be able to walk around and make jokes.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care.
And I have a feeling
Jokes are pretty harmless.
ain't nobody going to stop. Ain't nobody going to.
Unless there's a Jewish person in the office.
Yeah, but I am in debt. Yeah, I'm allowed to make those
You're
jokes.
entitled.
I'm entitled. You can make Blue-Eyed
Words.
Pollock jokes. He can make Chinaman jokes. Mark can make Haitian jokes.
To be fair, I made a lot of jokes about everybody, so I'm an equal opportunist about that. I try to be.
Dude,
Number 2. What's the second thing say?
I found a show called Freaky Eaters.
Oh, I thought it said French eaters.
God damn it. It's not for you to read.
God damn it, you and these fucking shows.
It's the best thing on Netflix I've found in
I've heard that so many times from your mouth.
Yeah.
Dude,
Every week.
I gotta seriously dig through Netflix to find something good because I've seen all the decent movies on there and I've watched every episode of Gossip Girl.
Are you serious?
No, Sarah is.
Do you?
But,
Serious.
Why don't you play through all your video games? You have more than anybody here.
I just bought a little handheld that I could play my NES games on. I'm stoked about it. It's called the Superboy.
What NES game are you gonna play?
Every single one. I got 150 of them.
Are they still fun? Is Excitebike really still
dude.
fun?
Excitebike is shitty. It's it's fun in a shitty way.
Are any of the games fun? Or are they all?
Yeah, they're fun. Metroid is the shit.
Are you just remembering your childhood, or are they really fun?
They're really fun. In the mobile game market, it's valuable information. It's like what did they do right, and then how can I turn this into a mobile game?
That's
and I got my own.
That's true, because that's
interesting.
gameplay at its purest form, right there.
Yeah, it's.
But I like graphics,
especially
dude.
Atari. Atari is basically like a board game.
But those games have to be fun without graphics.
Well, there was, Metroid
So if you
had good
take-
graphics for the time.
No, for the time, right? But if you take that now, distill it at its true core, what the gameplay is, and you can essentially translate that onto a mobile platform, right? And
Well, the gameplay mechanics are timeless.
Right.
yeah.
And that's your
The
point.
only thing is you can't get a controller on a mobile game. That's the hardest thing.
That matters,
that,
though, man.
That stupid
Yeah, that matters a
tap.
lot.
That's the biggest
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
I can't play mobile games. I can't play indie games. They're just because I remember I've played all the games and I've seen them still have good play mechanics but better graphics, and I'm like, why would I want to go back and get uglier graphics? That's why I can't do it. What, do you have a counterpoint to that?
No, I mean, some people like to play those games, some people don't.
I feel bad, though.
I mean,
I feel guilty.
guilty you're not playing the indie games?
Well, all these indie games get high reviews. You guys all like them. I go play them, and I play it for literally 2 minutes, and I'm like, this isn't fun.
I don't like.
I have the patience of a small child with Down syndrome.
I don't like to commit to big title EA games and stuff. I don't want to spend $500 to get. There's a startup cost for all that game shit.
What do you mean?
$500 and then $50 for a game and then $50 for a controller, and before you know it, you're out.
What comes with a controller? And Uncharted. If you get a PS3 right now, you can get it with Uncharted for $100, and it comes with a controller.
And granted, my phone cost $300 or something.
You're spending hundreds of dollars on the video games that you currently have. You could get a PS3.
I could, but I don't know.
Dude, Last of Us was fucking fun, didn't you? You haven't played it.
Played half of it.
You can't play Last of Us while you're laying in bed, though.
You could.
Or dropping a deuce, dude.
Well, that's true, but
Depends on where you put your TV.
yeah, well, yeah, but also you can't get the depth of game in a mobile game that you can get in a console game. I don't care what anyone says.
No.
You just can't because it's not made for that. It's a different medium.
It's made to pick up, play, and put down anytime you need to.
Yeah.
I used to love Game Boy.
So It's great for traveling. Like, on my plane ride and stuff, I fucking played the shit out of Zelda. But since I got back, I haven't even turned on the 3DS.
I lost my 3DS. I don't even know where
it is. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'll have to sell you mine.
I might.
No, I mean, I don't even know if I'll sell it. It's a cool-ass toy. It's really cool.
You know what I got? I got a converter for the Game Gear to play Sega Master System games on it.
That's pretty good.
It's the shit, dude. I've been playing all my old Sega Master System games.
Are they still fun?
No. Master System's got a shitty lineup.
Alex Kidd in Miracle World was good.
Yeah, I don't have that.
That was a long time ago.
It was hard. I'm talking 86, 87.
I remember that.
Do you remember there were cartridges and there were, like, flat...
Yeah.
Diskettes?
Not diskettes, like almost like big-ass flash cards. You could see the connectors.
Wait, what is
Sega Master System had cartridges, and it had a thing like TurboGrafx.
Whoa,
there were two
I
things
didn't know
on it.
that.
You never had it?
Can you do that motion again? I think you were... Sorry,
I was doing a motion inserting a flat disc, like a 2-inch by 4-inch disc, into the bottom of the system. There were also cartridges. Have you ever played TurboGrafx?
No.
It had
I never had one of those.
Never had one. It's too expensive back
So it's
then.
like a little plastic...
It was fucking...
It's
like a memory card.
It's like, yeah.
It's like an SD card.
But it's bigger. Like almost that big.
Back with
skinny though.
Back before the SD cards were like standardized, there was all kinds of different memory format sizes and stuff.
This was ahead of its time. Honestly, the Sega Master System, it was a good system.
It was competing with Nintendo, the NES.
It got blown out of the water.
Yeah, it sucked. It wasn't until the Super Nintendo and Genesis came along that Sega was on the map.
Yeah, I had to say, yeah. I mean, there's some good stuff. The Saturn.
Were you a Nintendo kid or a Sega kid? Like a fanboy?
I started with Nintendo, but I owned them both until, hell, I owned them both all the way up to the Dreamcast. All of them. I bought the fucking Saturn, dude.
My parents were poor, so we had a Genesis. It was like $20 cheaper, I think.
It was a little bit cheaper.
For Christmas.
I was Nintendo all the way until PlayStation started coming out. And then
yeah.
I bought an N64.
Yeah, I got that too.
The first system I bought that wasn't a Nintendo system was PlayStation 2, actually.
I mean,
I never had a PlayStation.
I had an Xbox.
You know what was cool?
One.
PlayStation, I really wanted a PlayStation 1 because everybody was copying games. That's when pirating became
that was huge.
And you didn't even have to chip it. I think you just copied the disc and
you lifted up the lid on the console and you pushed some spring in the back and it wouldn't detect that the thing closed, so you could play games.
I like to lift the lid and try and direct them.
That's awesome.
I bought that system the day it came out in '96. And
what, PS1?
I was a freshman in college, and we all played it in Resident Evil. Like 5 guys, we'd turn off the lights, people would be drinking, and I'd play Resident Evil, and people would jump out of their seats. And now you could look at
game back then.
I played it on GameCube.
Now you look at the remake is great. It's one of my favorite games. It might be my favorite game of all time. I don't mind the mechanics, the tank mechanics that everyone hates. I don't mind them.
What's
just get used.
Tank mechanic?
Well, you can't turn around in 360. You have to press back, and he instantly does a 180.
I played it on Dreamcast, and it was a piece of shit.
Code Veronica? You didn't like that?
It wasn't that bad.
I liked it.
That game wasn't
the
that bad.
Dreamcast is the most underrated system of my whole life.
I think the best Resident Evil still is Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, it is. It's Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 1. Those are the first two.
Were you playing with a gun or a controller?
There's no gun game at that time. The gun Resident Evil.
Sweet. I feel like Dreamcast had that, though.
I mean, it might have had like the typing of the dead that you could do with the gun game.
Oh man, typing of the dead was so fun. I love that game.
Dreamcast stuff is hard to find. The only thing I've ever found is a system with all the cables, and then internet browser disk that I think it came with when you got the system.
There was a game. There was a fishing game that this girl bought me. There was a game where you had this called Seaman, not jizz, Seaman.
It's like
you could raise this fish
a Navy game?
with a human face on it.
What? It's called Seaman.
SEAMAN. and you had a little.
It's like Sea Monkeys, right? You got little people.
It's just a dude. It's
actually, I think it is a play off of that sort of weird Japanese way.
Yeah, It was Japanese, and you got the disc that you put. You got this little memory card that you put inside of the Dreamcast controller that would show the show. Yeah, the VMU.
Yeah, VMU.
Those were pretty cool. Sega was ahead of its time. It's
Seaman also had that microphone too.
Yep, you had to talk to the fish.
You talk to the fish and you tell it what to do and stuff.
What do you do? You just yell?
You make him feel good so he grows, and if you're mean to him, he dies. I didn't play it.
It's weird.
But I remember it.
It's like a Tamagotchi on the TV.
Yeah, kind of creepy actually, with a human head and everything.
There was a Japanese action RPG, Shinku. Fuck, this is 2000. You know what I'm talking about?
Shenmue.
Oh, I fucking love that game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a ninja game, right?
No.
What?
It's a Yakuza game.
It's like you run around the streets of Tokyo, and you're just like this teenager, and you learn like kung fu moves or the dojo.
So it's ninjas.
No, it's not ninjas.
It's modern. It's modern.
And like it's just a bunch of weird, inane day-to-day tasks that you do in the game. Like you get a job, you actually do the job, you earn money, you waste it on toys. Yeah,
dude. He basically just described himself.
It was great. It was like I was playing myself, but I knew kung fu.
Dude, that game, Sega was ahead of its fucking time.
I played that dog one where it's like a dog dancing game or something.
What the fuck?
Do you remember that? It's like a rapping dog.
Oh, Parappa the Rapper.
Yeah,
that's PS1.
Yeah, it was on.
Okay. I thought that was Dreamcast too.
I know what he's talking about.
I played Crazy Taxi like.
I
remember that game.
That's the one I played.
That was a really pretty game. Soul Calibur was
sweet, and it had a good soundtrack. I was really into The Offspring at the time.
Yeah, I remember that.
Have you guys played Soul Calibur?
Yeah.
I think that might be the prettiest game I can ever remember at any given time. It was so far ahead of everything else.
It was
because
really
the boobies
nice
were big. They were like 20%.
Not just the boobies. The guy, all the characters were so detailed, dude.
Yeah.
The scaling and the modeling.
Soul Calibur 2 was the best one, I think. So.
Tekken was the first 3D game I've ever played.
Was it Tekken, not Virtua Fighter?
Was the first 3D fighter.
I got that on the 32X.
I didn't play it.
That game is so technical and
you know what? No.
It's not fun.
Star Fox for the Super Nintendo. That's a 3D game.
Yeah, but fighter. You said fighter, I thought.
Yeah, like actual.
Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, if you narrow it to fighter, then it's Tekken for me.
I remember Star Fox. The cartridge cost more because there was a 3D FX or something.
Like an FX chip. That's what they call it.
That's what they told us.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
There's actually a sequel to that game. There's a Star Fox 2, but it never got released in America.
Is the Star Fox on 3DS good?
Did you say Star Fox?
Fox. Is the Star Fox on 3DS good?
If you like the N64 version, yeah.
Do you have it?
No, I don't.
Did you lose your games too?
I lost the game that was in there.
What was that?
In where?
Castlevania game.
Wait, are you sure you lost it?
I don't know. I must have misplaced it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're not 5. You're not going to lose your toys somewhere.
I misplaced my
Did you check your dildo drawer?
You left it there. I don't know.
He tries to turn everything about dildos into that it was my dildo. It's his dildo.
Are you sure?
He takes the business end. I jam it in with my other hand. He takes the business end with the pink head.
I don't even know what the hell a business end is.
Which part? Okay, which part of a dildo brings the most pleasure? The part that is a dickhead, not the stub.
You would know better. I'm just saying.
So I shove a dildo into China's rectum.
This is getting extremely graphic.
Sorry,
you're gonna have to put like a mature.
Then I pull the dildo out, and he says, "Now it's time for me to taste it." And so I put
what in the world?
Sorry,
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
Well, there goes all our viewers.
Lee! Sorry. All right. Sorry about the dildo.
Dogs?
Yeah, I've been looking for a new dog. Mitchell has a dog. My dog died like 6 months ago, and I feel disloyal.
You want my family dog?
No, I don't want your family dog. I want to get I don't know. Do I want to get a lab or a retriever or an English bulldog or what?
You're looking at big dogs, right? Because Jack Russell's a pretty decent size.
Yeah, but they need a house.
Yeah,
they need a house. They need a yard. They need a farm. He was so much work, that dog. He was so much work.
So you're trying to get one that doesn't need a lot of work?
Well,
like a lazy-ass dog?
Bulldogs.
I don't mind doing the walks, but I don't want him to cause havoc because I'm not home. Like, destroy the trash and attack the broom and destroy the
They're going to do that if you get them as a young pup.
Yeah,
that's guaranteed.
But hopefully not the PS4 because it hasn't even matured yet.
That dog is going to piss all over that PS4. Piss all over your $600.
Dude, put him in a diaper. He'll piss all over himself and he'll never do it.
Then I have to bathe him.
It's all right. It's better than.
Well, no, I can train him. I'll just.
Not a $600 bath, at least.
That's true. I'll figure out a way to train him so he doesn't shit all over it.
Well, yeah. I mean, you take him to puppy school, right?
Or you get a dog that's 2 years old, or you get a dog that somebody else didn't want that's already trained.
That's so sad.
Yeah, but that's a pretty cool thing to do.
No, yeah, I'm not saying it.
When I look on the websites, it's like, Ginger is a 7-year-old dog. We found her tied to a house. The owner had left her. Like, that's pretty cool to adopt that dog.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about doing that. The problem is you're going to see a lot of dogs older years, which will be sad as fuck.
I mean, I'm guilty of this because I want to get a dog, but I don't want to get an adopted dog only because I want that dog to grow up with me and experience life with me. But those dogs are in there; they're nearing the end of their lives, and it's sad. And I wish I could, off those songs. But I don't know. I might go that route too eventually.
I might do it.
We got kickers at 3.
Yeah. Where'd you guys get them? Shelter?
No, from Sarah's boss. Didn't want him anymore.
How old's
He's a
Kickers?
good ass dog too. His name was Stinks before we got him.
That's a fitting name. I thought his name was Mr. Cupperson for like a year.
Well, you think a lot of things that aren't real. So.
Ouch.
I'm sorry.
Ouch, that stung.
Really? After the Dillo story you just told me?
That stung big time. Yeah, Mitchie's got a good dog.
He's a good ass dog. He sleeps on like wherever the fuck he wants to. He likes sleep. He's a cuddly guy. He sleeps on my chest if I let him.
I'd sleep on those 2 boulders.
Dude, I fart on him all the time whenever I'm sleeping.
Do you fart on your girlfriend?
I did last night.
Do you ever queef on her?
No.
What? I'm sorry. Well, that's over 30 minutes. Should we wrap this bitch up? Episode 20?
We didn't do the...
What? What are you playing?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you guys playing?
Oh, yeah.
What are you guys playing?
Last segment.
Last segment. What are you playing?
Did you got the theme song yet?
No, I didn't do it.
Did you get an email from anybody?
We failed.
I did.
One of our fans?
I fucking failed. What is, what are you playing now? It's about what video game you're playing now.
All right. I'm playing, this is for mobile, iOS. It's called Tiny Heroes. It's like a tower defense game. It's pretty fucking fun. It looks shitty. It's not very pretty, but like, it's really fun. It's like a mystical or like fantasy themed Plants vs. Zombies type game, but they mix up the stages, so it's not just like a flat grid. Mm-hmm. They actually add like walls that your characters have to get around and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so you have to like build a defense. It reminds me of like StarCraft, the early StarCraft. If you were to build like a defensive system instead of it being the aggressor.
Yeah, like tower defense sort of situation.
Yeah. So you gotta like you go through their scenarios and you unlock new characters. You get like skeletons and
Tiny Heroes?
Tiny Heroes. It's free.
That's what I call China's cock.
Super fun.
I saw that coming a mile away.
It's tiny, but it's heroic. Like it always tries. Anyhow,
Get the job done.
Get the job done. What are you playing now, China?
I'm playing Lego Marvel Superheroes. That's pretty cool. It's a fun game.
On PS4?
On PS4.
Lego Mario.
It's really taxing the
The
system.
Lego games are actually getting a lot more intricate. Like, I remember when they first came out, they weren't using any voice actor work or anything like that. Now they have people doing voices
Sam
and
Jackson?
Stories. I don't think Sam Jackson
Color guy?
doing it. It's probably
He's the only black person Mitchell and I know.
The disturbing thing about Marvel is that they need to hire somebody to voice, like, Nick Fury, and they just get the closest black guy and just do the voice because they think they all sound the same. It's kind of sad.
It's kind of racist.
It is, you know.
What am I playing now? Well, on Martin Luther King Day, I took the day off from work and played in a softball tournament for like 5 or 6 hours.
Lame.
Yeah. Well, that's what I did. And I've been running 5 miles every day for the last 15 days. But I haven't played any video games. I'm sorry. I need to get a life.
Pretty much.
Nobody wants to hear that.
Sorry, guys.
Nobody wants to hear that shit.
I let everyone.
Activity. What the fuck?
These viewers are fat nerds in their mom's basement. They don't want to hear about your fucking...
Whichever viewers we had, we just lost.
Sorry, Lee.
Sorry, Lee.
They don't want to hear about your fucking baseball.
Another chubby basement dwellers. All right, well, I guess we'll be back next week unless something happens tomorrow. We'll see. But another good episode of Big Sack Lunch. Mitchie, China Ryan, and Ryan.
Later.
Oh, yeah. Contact us at podblast2k12 at gmail.com. Peace out. Podblast.
Upload that.